Alright, so today we're probably looking at my favourite map in Black Ops 4. Honestly, hadn't really played any map past Dead of the Night when Black Ops 4 was in its life. I played a lot of Black Ops 4 multiplayer that year, but Zombies kind of took a sidestep for me because I wasn't really feeling the mechanics and stuff like that. But after giving it time recently and playing through all the maps thoroughly, I can quite confidently say that Ancient Evil may just be one of my favourite Zombies maps going. Like, in general, it's so fun. And just everything about it is crazy. And we're going to talk about it today, go over the additions to the map, what my own thoughts of the map are, and stuff like that. Again, this is not a in-depth video about every single thing in the map. I will be covering every little detail with the Easter eggs, all the wonder weapon variants and stuff like that in the future, but this is just an overall kind of look at the map and giving my thoughts to it. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so straight away, this was the final map for the Chaos story, which is a shame because people really didn't like. Well, I don't think it was necessarily bad. It was a completely new story, but I think people just didn't gel with it compared to like the big, huge story we've had over the past like God knows how long with the original crew. So adjusting to a new story just didn't really hit. But I quite like the whole involvement of all the different gods and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty fun, and it looks like, at the time I'm making this video, that it's coming back in some way within Black Ops 6, with the Sentinel artifacts being mentioned and stuff like that. There's potential that we see these characters again and the ideas from this storyline again, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, Ancient Evil was the final map for the Chaos storyline, and it did go out on quite a cliffhanger, but again, we'll be covering the Easter egg in a different video. So what I do want to do first and foremost is start with the wonder weapons and the unique equipment on this map, which I absolutely love. So the wonder weapons on this map are called the God Hands, and there's 4 different variants of them. There is the Hand of Charon, which is the ferryman of the dead, pretty much. There is the Hand of Uranus, I probably said that completely wrong. The Hand of Hemera, I believe that says, and then the Hand of Gaia, which I know that quite well. For the example in this video, I'm using the Charon hand, which is the red version. They all have completely different effects, kind of like elemental wonder weapons basically, only themed around gods, which is pretty cool. So this one is the Hand of Charon, again, Ferryman of the Dead, and what it does is you charge the shot, and what that will do is leave like a blood pool on the floor that will attract zombies to it, and then they'll essentially get pulled down into the blood and die. The animation on it is so cool, and it's very strong. I think it's probably one of the better ones you can use in terms of like ammo efficiency. You can upgrade it again. This is only the second version, but I did look up. It only really increases the ammo slightly and the damage slightly, but because this thing is such a good tool because it pulls things away from you and pulls aggro away from you, I didn't do the third upgrade, mainly because it takes forever, and to get like the max upgrade you need to do like all 4, and for the sake of the footage I just wanted to get 1 done to show 1 off, and then when I get around to doing like the big in-depth video I'll do all 4 and show them all individually. But yeah, these wonder weapons all look incredible, like the effects on them, the way they sit on your hands, it's just really cool. And I think a lot of really good creative ideas went into this map. I really like the style of it, how it's themed around like Greek, like mythology and stuff like that. I think it's just really fucking good, honestly. Okay, so there's a new enemy type in the waves, and that is in the form of a skeleton. Now the skeletons can be kind of annoying at times, so on top of the catalyst zombies you usually get, they are added into the normal wave, and you can only kill them with headshots. Like, because I'm using the rocket launcher, if the rocket just hits them and they die, they'll just come back. The specialist does kill it, no matter what, but other than that, you have to kill it with headshots. I think the wonder weapon also kills it too, but with the rocket, you literally have to aim for the head with the rocket launcher, which is kind of funny. But again, it's skeletons, dude. It just fits so well. I remember, it kind of reminds me of like the really old Dead Track Easter egg you could do, where you could turn all the zombies into skeletons. That was pretty cool. But again, pretty cool addition, and fits the map very well. The Blight Father also makes a return on this map. I didn't honestly see that many of them in this run, which is weird, but there is another boss type zombie, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of, because I just looked at what it was, and I'm like, how the fuck do you even say that? But it's the big guy with the 4 arms and all the weapons on him. He is really cool to look at, but unfortunately, this is where the specialists really show how good they are, because I used the Hammer of Valhalla on this map, and it just kills him so quickly. Like, it doesn't really do anything to you, and the hammer just nukes him. So, unfortunately, it really showed that the specialists in this game are just way too overtuned, but still very fun to use. And again, of course, the boss zombie fits the map very, very well. But yeah, moving on to the equipment for the map, the Pegasus Strike. Now this thing may actually rival the Ray Fires. It's insanely strong. You only get one charge, but it does numbers. It's so good at keeping you alive, and I believe we do have some footage coming up of it. So this is a buildable. You have to find some parts around the map. Not too hard to build. Once you have it for good. I believe once you acquire it once through the crafting materials, you can just get out of the box for other players. And again, it attracts zombies to it, and it just shocks everything to death. It's insanely strong. My only downside to it is compared to the Ray Fires, you only get the one, but it just rinses things. It's so fun to look at as well. Like, this map just really did some good stuff with the visuals of the weapons you get, and the map itself just looks incredible. But yeah, the Pegasus Strike honestly might just be better than Ray Fires. Only slightly, because Ray Fires are just ridiculous, but the Pegasus Strike is just incredible. Jumping forward in the footage a little bit, I do have some gameplay of the shield in this map, Apollo's Will. It's really cool. It's nothing crazy, it's still just a shield, and I think you still need it for the Easter egg, but it's a fucking spear, dude. It's so cool. Like, I mentioned in the last video how pretty much all the maps, apart from like this and 9, have unique shields, where the rest are just like normal raw shields for some reason. But this one, I just think it looks so cool. And again, really easy to get, just finding pieces and crafting it. And the spot I'm in to get the high rounds on, it's not too far away, so you can always go and repair it if it breaks fairly quickly. So in terms of the strategy I'm using, obviously you can tell where I am on the map due to the top left corner. There's a barrier behind me that I just don't open. There's a one singular spawn like directly to the left, and then it's just all in front. And with the hand of Charon, that pretty much makes you completely safe. Now again, the thing is with these hands, although this one is good for ammo, not all, they don't have a lot of ammo, which is the thing. So you really got to be careful. Again, using the rocket launcher on this map because it is just the best weapon in the game. Also, key thing, I think I noticed this around this point in the gameplay because I was starting to use traps and stuff to stay alive. I don't think the hand of Charon drops power-ups. I'm not sure if it's the same for all the others, but getting kills with the hand, you can't get power-ups. So that's the trade-off. So using the rocket, using the Pegasus Strike to try and generate max ammo and stuff like that was kind of my main thing, and if I couldn't do that, I was running around the map using traps, because there's quite a few traps you can use. And yeah, it got really tight at the end of the run. I think I got to like 62 in the end before I died. But honestly, it was so fun just to use these wonder weapons, use the new equipment, take in the look of the map, which is incredible. And honestly can't wait to cover this map as a whole and go through all the hands, do the Easter egg, because it's just a goddamn good map, and I really like the mythological side of it that's in the story. And it's a shame that the Chaos story has been like dormant, because a lot of the mythological stuff like was just involved in the story, and now it's just gone. I am hoping that this teasing that Black Ops 6 is doing is bringing it back in some way, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that pretty much does it for Ancient Evil. Now the thing is, now we're into the last 2 maps of Black Ops 4, and they're both reimaginations, which is a shame. That being said, one of them I quite like, one of them I think is not terrible, but it's just very lazy, and I'm sure you can figure out which one is which. But yeah, thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts on Ancient Evil down below. Again, definitely my favourite map in Black Ops 4, and probably one of my favourite zombies maps, full stop. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and that will be Alpha Omega.